Today we are exploring the Web 2.0 tool Penzu, which is an online personal journal and diary. This is Penzu's home screen where you can create your own free journal or you can log in with an account. I've logged into my account to show you an example. Penzu also has Penzu Pro where there are more options but a subscription is needed. For example, to have more than one journal, you would need to sign up for Penzu Pro. Let's take a look at what we can do with the free Penzu account. When you click on a journal, this is what your journal entry could look like. First, we have our lowercase I on the left side, and that's where we can find all of the information about our account. Our next tab is at the bottom, and it shows an arrow going to the left. That's our previous entry tab. If I click on that, you can see that it shows an entry that I had done previously. Then I have an arrow on the right. That goes back to the next entry that was done most recently. Now let's look at the top left corner of our page. You can see the time that it was last saved and the word count that's on that page. Across the top of our page, we have our toolbar. Let's take a look at each of the tabs. The plus sign is a new entry. If I click on that, I get a blank page. I can click on the tab on the bottom left to go back to my previous entry. Penzu will periodically save my work. This tab here gives me the manual option to save what I've been doing. Next is the printer tab to print the journal entry. This would be helpful for students to turn in their work, show parents writing examples, and assess and grade student writing. The next tab is a camera where I can insert photos. I can either insert a photo from my computer, or if I have a Flickr account, I can use the pictures that are on that. Penzu also saves photos that I've used in the past, so I could upload a photo that I've previously used. By clicking on the envelope, I can share a journal entry with others through email. I can add a message if I'd like. I can also share it anonymously. The next tab is the lock. This locks this entry. By clicking on it, I can set a password to protect this entry from being viewed by others. Now let's click on the capital T. This tab is our Format tab. It brings up a toolbar similar to other toolbars in word processing tools. Here we can change the look and color of our text. We can also edit the alignment. There's an option of highlighting our text, which would be great for student note-taking. There's an option of spell check for editing. Then we can even add links to other sites. There are some options that are only for Penzu Pro users, such as the tag. The tag allows you to organize your journal entries. To go pro, you would need to sign up for a subscription, which ranges from 1 year, which is $19, to 5 years, which is $76. The next Go Pro tab is the color wheel, where the user can customize their journal by changing the page background and the cover of their journal. The last Penzu Pro tab gives the user the option to recover lost entries. This would be useful for students when they have forgotten to save their work. The last tab is part of the Penzu accounts that are free. It's not a Go Pro option. You can add comments to the journals. There's the option of editing the comments and deleting them. This would be great for when teachers are grading student journals. It would also be useful when teachers are giving students reminders of what needs to be included in their journals. Penzu offers 2 ways to view all of the entries worked on. The first is this book with the bookmark tab, where you can see previous work that has been done. Now if I click back on the pen, that takes me back to the pad that I was working on. I can also view my recent entries by clicking on the far right tab that shows both of the pages that I've recently worked on. I would use Penzu to encourage my second graders to practice writing. I hope this video taught you how to use Penzu and gave you ideas of how you could use it.